Good morning, kids. I want to ask you this morning, do you know how to spur somebody? Now, that might be a tricky and a funny question, but we need to know the answer to this question because the Bible tells us in Hebrews chapter 10, verse number 24, it says this, "Let us consider how we may spur one another on to love and good deeds." Spur one another on to love and good deeds. What does it mean to spur? Do you know how to spur somebody? Well, do you even know what spur means? Well, some of you might be thinking about the restaurant, Spur. And, well, Spur has got some really, really lovely, tasty foods. Hey, I don't know what your favorite food to eat at Spur is. Maybe you like eating burgers or steak, nice juicy steak. Or what about their ribs? Oh, their ribs can be tasty too. My personal favorite is their mushroom burger. The double mushroom burger with chips and onion rings. Oh, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. I wonder if your mouth is watering now that I've shown you these pictures. You see, what actually I'm doing is I might be spurring you on a little bit to get hungry by showing you these pictures. That's just a hint about what spurring one another might be. But spurring actually is something completely different. Do you know? Let me tell you what a spur is. A spur is a very sharp object which is attached onto the back of the boots of cowboys or people who ride horses. And what they do with that spiky thing on the back of their boots is when they want the horse to run fast, they jab that into the ribs of the horse. That spiky thing goes and it hurts the horse in the ribs. And the horse don't like that, of course. And he starts running fast. And that's exactly what the cowboy wants the horse to do. So the cowboy spurs the horse on. Now, the Bible tells us that we need to spur one another on. Now, we don't necessarily need to get a sharp object and poke it into the side of our friends. That's not what the Bible's asking us to do. But the Bible is asking us to think about how we can encourage each other to what? To love and good deeds. Now, there is another way that people try to motivate animals to move, especially donkeys. I don't know if you've ever heard stubborn as a mule or stubborn as a donkey. So donkeys apparently are very stubborn creatures. The owners often struggle to move their donkeys in a particular direction because the donkey just doesn't want to go any direction. Now, the donkeys don't want to go in any direction. So, you know what? Their owners are very clever. In order to spur their donkeys on, they don't hurt them. They might have tried to beat them and tried to poke them with sharp objects, but donkeys, they don't move after that kind of spurring. But the owners have discovered that donkeys love carrots, juicy carrots. And so what the owners do is they tie a carrot onto the end of a stick and they hang the stick in front of the donkey and the donkey tries to get the carrot. And because he tries to get the carrot all the time, he keeps moving in the direction that the owner wants the donkey to go. You see, the owner has discovered a way to encourage the donkey to move forward. Now, kids, the Bible tells us that you and I, we need to discover ways that we can encourage one another. We need to discover ways that we can help each other to become more loving and to do good deeds. Maybe your mom and dad have discovered ways to encourage you to do your chores, to brush your teeth every night, to wash behind your ears, or to take the garbage out. But what you need to do today is to try and think about ways that you can encourage your friends to be more loving and to do good stuff. Now, Pastor Graham is going to teach us more about what this means while he's preaching later on. So I'm going to encourage you to listen carefully and follow along in your worksheets so we can together discover how we can spur one another on to love and good deeds.